There exists a type of creature in this world that has been discovered by only a few people, yet has never been officially confirmed. We collectively refer to such creatures as unidentified mysterious animals, abbreviated as UMA. Hello everyone, welcome to the UMA series. In this episode, we bring you a mysterious creature said to exist in southern Europe, the Tatzelwurm. The Tatzelwurm refers to a lizard-like creature in the folklore of the Alps, including regions of France, Switzerland, Italy, Austria, and Bavaria in Germany. It is known by many different names across regions, such as Tatzelwurm, tunnel worm, mine dragon, cave worm, jumping worm, and Erassus. Descriptions of the Tatzelwurm vary greatly between countries and across centuries. The most common depiction describes it as having a cat-like head, with a body length ranging from 2 to 6 feet, possessing only 2 front legs, while the hind part resembles a snake and its entire body is covered in scales. In some accounts, it is said to be highly venomous, capable of spraying toxic gas, emitting sharp hissing sounds that can cause people to faint, and when standing upright, it can reach the height of a human. They are said to live in burrows, they dig themselves, and attack passing animals and humans. There are many legends about this creature, and here we will share 2 of the most widely circulated stories. The first tells of a young girl on a farm in Switzerland who, while tending beans, disturbed a resting Tatzelwurm in its burrow and was attacked. Frightened, she quickly fled. In this version, the creature is described as gray in color, about the size of a cat, hairless, and possessing only 2 front legs. Another story tells of a father and son who encountered the creature while gathering herbs in the mountains. While working, the man suddenly heard his child scream. He rushed over and found a terrifying creature lying beneath rocks near the child, hissing like a snake, with a cat-like face and a pair of bright eyes. The man immediately picked up a wooden stick and stabbed the creature, only to find its skin extremely soft and easily pierced. However, strangely, the green blood that sprayed from the wound severely burned the man's leg, forcing him to limp all the way home, turning the journey into a long and difficult ordeal. Regardless of the version, all legends portray it as a strange and dangerous creature. Sightings of this creature are numerous, with the earliest records dating back to the 18th century. In 1779, near the Alps in Tyrol, Austria, a man named Hans Fuchs encountered 2 Tatzelwurms while picking blueberries in the mountains. He described the creatures as being 5 to 7 feet long, with snake-like bodies, cat-like heads, 2 front claws, and sharp fangs. Fuchs was so terrified that he ran home to tell his family and later died of a heart attack caused by fear. In the same location, nearly 100 years later, in July 1883, a man named Caspar Arnold also reported seeing a Tatzelwurm and was certain that it had only 2 front legs. In 1828, a farmer in Solothurn, Switzerland, discovered a Tatzelwurm corpse in a dried swamp and brought it to a local professor, who then reported it to Heidelberg, but the body was lost during transport. Another version of this account states that the corpse was partially eaten by crows during transport, damaging the specimen. There were many sightings in the 19th century, such as the 1811 sighting in Gutanen, Switzerland, and the 1807 Tatzelwurm incident. It is worth noting that during that era, the Tatzelwurm was widely believed to be a real creature. The creature truly gained widespread attention in the 20th century, when sightings reached their peak. In 1921, 2 Austrians reported seeing a Tatzelwurm near Rohris in Salzburg. It could leap up to 9 feet high, had a gray body about 2 to 3 feet long, and a cat-like head. In 1929, an Austrian teacher reported encountering a Tatzelwurm and attempted to capture it, but it was extremely agile and quickly escaped into a hole. In 1954, a Swiss photographer named Balkin claimed to have accidentally photographed a Tatzelwurm near Meiringen in the Alps. The photo caused quite a sensation at the time, and a National Illustrated magazine even sponsored an expedition to search for the creature, which ultimately failed. Later, the photograph was widely considered a hoax, and cryptozoologists believed it to be a staged fabrication. In the following years, including 1960, 1969, 1970, 1990, 1991, and 1992, similar sightings continued to be reported. In the year 2000, a strange creature skeleton appeared and was donated, along with a large sum of financial support to the Geneva Institute of Science. After study, scholars were unable to determine exactly what species it belonged to. Ultimately, the Institute's biologists stated that this might be the first physical evidence supporting the long-held belief in the Tatzelwurm. Strangely, the original owner and donor of the skeleton never appeared, and the German law firm that handled the transaction refused to disclose any information. The most recent reports occurred in 2009 near the Swiss border in Trezzo, Italy, where many similar sightings were recorded. Local authorities attributed these reports to escaped pets, but one witness firmly stated that what he saw was not a monitor lizard. In July, a fruit farmer from Ponte, Italy, reported seeing a strange, scaly, lizard-like creature crawling across a village road. In summary, there are numerous descriptions and sightings of the Tatzelwurm, raising the question of whether this mysterious creature truly exists. Based on available information, the creature has a strong mythological background and is often associated with dragons, referred to as the Alpine dragon. Unlike typical Western dragons, it is more like a half-snake, half-dragon creature. The earliest records date back to the 14th century in dragon-slaying tales. Before the time of Rudolf, a serpent-like dragon was said to live in a cave near Meiringen, causing great trouble for local residents. A criminal named Heinrich von Winkelried accepted the task of slaying the dragon in exchange for freedom. Armed with a spear, he fought and killed the creature. But as he raised his weapon in victory, dragon blood dripped onto his skin and killed him instantly. This dragon is believed to be the earliest prototype of the Tatzelwurm. In the 17th century, in 1660, a man named Andreas Roduner encountered a four-legged, cat-faced dragon in Sargans. He described it as standing upright as tall as a human, with bristle-like hair on its back. Many similar accounts were recorded in later works, though since these creatures were described as dragons, they are not classified here as Tatzelwurm sightings. In the early 19th century, malacologist Samuel Studer and Swiss folklorist Johann Rudolf Wyss conducted in-depth research on the history of the Tatzelwurm and established that it was not a dragon. According to their investigations, most locals described it as a venomous, short-legged serpent with a cat-like head. It was classified as a snake because, since the 17th century, Alpine herders reported that it would suck milk from cows, and they used white roosters during grazing periods to prevent this, as roosters are known to be natural enemies of serpents. Therefore, it is highly likely that the Tatzelwurm belongs to a snake-like species. As for its name, the term Tatzelwurm is partly transliterated. It originates from a German word meaning a snake with legs. In Switzerland, where such incidents were most frequently reported, it is more commonly called Stollenwurm, meaning tunnel worm, because the creature is believed to hibernate in mountain crevices during winter. With its snake-like tail, potent venom, and hibernation behavior, it could possibly be identified as a venomous lizard, such as the Gila monster or the Mexican beaded lizard, which is currently the most common explanation. Naturalist Carl Wilhelm von Dallatori also explained in his 1887 work, The History of Alpine Dragons, that these so-called dragons should actually be identified as lizards or snakes. However, the issue is that known venomous lizards are found across the Danish Strait in regions such as the United States, Mexico, and Guatemala. Moreover, the key features of a cat-like head and having only front limbs are not explained by this theory. Zoologist Richard Freeman suggested that it might be the Australian lungfish. Lungfish are unusual freshwater fish whose air bladders have evolved into lungs, allowing them to breathe air. They were once widespread on Earth and still survive today as living fossils. The Australian lungfish is the largest known species, reaching up to 5 feet in length and weighing up to 95 pounds. However, this theory has problems, as lungfish do not have long tails, are not venomous, and do not attack humans. Most notably, lungfish aestivate rather than hibernate, which differs completely from the Tatzelwurm. In fact, the author believes that this creature may possibly exist and tends to think it could be an incompletely evolved snake, such as the ancient four-legged snake from the Cretaceous period, which is considered a transitional form between lizards and modern snakes, with many fossils showing 4 limbs. In the Bürgermeister Müller Museum in Germany, such a strange fossil specimen is preserved. In September 2006, in Lingyi City, Shandong Province, China, A citizen reportedly captured a snake with 4 limbs. Professor Cao Shangdong from the Life Sciences College of Linyi Normal University suggested that this could be a case of genetic mutation resulting in limb development. Additionally, the Alps have diverse climates and high humidity, suitable for biological survival, making it possible for rare, uniquely evolved creatures to exist. Even today, we still do not know exactly what kind of creature the Tatzelwurm is, but it remains one of the few UMA with reported sightings in the 21st century. Perhaps in the near future, someone will uncover the truth behind this mysterious creature. Whether it turns out to be a new species or a mistaken identification, it will provide important theoretical value and practical significance for ecological protection and the study of biological evolution. As always, the unknown is greater than what is known, and that is the charm of UMA. That concludes this episode. Thank you for watching, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment to share your thoughts.